All right, so there's a couple of interesting Deandre Ayton trade packages floating around the internet. NBA Central and others have been reporting on this sort of thing. Earlier in the week, we heard from Flex from Jersey about the Portland Trailblazers potentially being interested in parting with the third overall pick for DA. But lost in that story was Indiana was also named, and they threw a max contract at Deandre Ayton last season. I think it's likely we haven't heard the end of them trying to get DA. I've been fooling around on Fanspo's trade machine. It's arguably better than ESPN's trade machine, and I've come up with a few packages to go over. Just leave a like on the video and let's get straight into it. So here we have Miles Turner and TJ McConnell for DA and Landry Shamet. This one is intriguing to me. I'm not sure if I would pull the trigger, but the fact that it gets Landry Shamet out for McConnell makes it very enticing. I would much rather have Andrew Nembhard, but I don't think the Pacers are that dumb. TJ McConnell, on the other hand, is a 6'1", 31-year-old, so I think it's more likely. And I think it would really help the Suns out at the point guard position. They've still got Campaign, but this provides depth. And I don't know if with a straight face, I could say I'd rather have Campaign backing up Chris Paul than TJ McConnell. Now, DeAndre for Miles Turner. With Monty Williams at the helm, that's a no-brainer. DeAndre never fit Monty's style. Miles Turner actually does a little bit more for that 0.5 system where everyone stands outside the paint. Miles Turner can be a bit of a shot chucker, in my opinion, but he has a decent shot. And compared to DeAndre Ayton, who's terrified to even shoot the three, I'll take it. I think it would be a refreshing change of pace. But really, until the Suns know what their offense is going to look like, I think that this deal is a lot closer to a wash. I suppose it'll come down to whether you're completely done with DA or not. I'm personally on the fence still about wanting to see him in a different offensive scheme before saying goodbye forever. Okay, next, this is the trade that NBA Central was alluding to, saying that an NBA insider was suggesting that he could see Tim Hardaway Jr., JaVale McGee returning, Josh Green, and the Mavericks' number 10 overall pick for DeAndre Ayton. Apparently, they might like to see what pairing him with Luka Doncic would look like. And I don't blame him. But if I'm a Mavs fan, I'm not going to be interested in this trade. So guys, don't shoot the messenger. This is from NBA Central. But as a Suns fan, I would definitely pull the trigger. I'm not dying to get JaVale back in Phoenix. Perhaps you buy him out or keep him. He did play well with CP3. Tim Hardaway and Josh Green would be actual depth that the Suns desperately need. And the number 10 overall pick would be a great start towards recouping some of the Suns' picks that have all been traded away. Question is, do I or would you trust James Jones at this point drafting at number 10? Now, this last trade I completely made up out of thin air. Here's my reasoning. The Hornets are a desperate franchise. I think pairing DeAndre Ayton with LaMelo Ball would be really good for LaMelo and good for DeAndre. In return, I have Terry Rozier, someone that the Suns have been coveting for a long time. Cody Martin, a nice piece on the wing. And of course, the Suns really need wing depth with only 7 players active on the roster. Nick Richards, who I think is an underrated young big, and the Hornets' first round pick that would be number 27 in this season's draft. Tell me if I'm an absolute bozo for this trade. I don't mind being laughed at. But Terry Rozier as a point guard playing with LaMelo Ball, I don't see how that works long term. Seeing as that he's 6'1", it would bring back a center that could replace DeAndre Ayton to some degree. I just really like Cody Martin. I think highly of the Martin twins. And the 27th pick, which would just give the Suns a little bit of wiggle room, an opportunity to get someone to develop for the future. Tell me what you guys think about these trades. Do any of them work for you? And are any of them outrageously dumb? Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys next time.